Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be doing a makeup tutorial for you on this half cut crease look I'm wearing right now. It is very pinky purpley themed, my absolute favourite colours, especially on dark brown eyes. Absolutely love these colours, but as well they will look beautiful on light greeny bluey eyes because I tend to think that darkness around the eyes when your eyes are blue, oh stunning. Sometimes I wish I had blue eyes because I'm like, the amount of good stuff I could do. Anyway, so in the video today I have used different products to what I normally use to achieve a half cut crease look. These products actually worked better to the ones that I usually use. I'm really happy with the way the look turned out. Yeah, so if you'd like to learn which products I did use to achieve this look, then please continue watching the video. I hope you enjoy and let me know what you think in the comment section below at the end. So as per usual, I've already gone ahead and filled in my eyebrows and gotten my eyes all ready for eyeshadow. So just going ahead now and taking my fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm going to dip it into the colour Flamingo from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, the original one. Just taking this colour and packing it into the outer corner of my eyelid there. This colour I want to take quite high on my eye, so I want to take it all through the crease line, really pack it into all those areas and drag it quite high, almost up onto my eyebrow bone. It starts off quite light, but you really just need to keep dipping your brush in the product and packing it back on and the colour will build up. So now going ahead and taking a fluffy blending brush, which is clean by the way. So just taking this on the very edge of the colour I just applied, taking it in a very sideways motion while dragging upwards at the same time. So now I'm going ahead and applying that colour Flamingo in the same way on my other eye. Don't forget to continuously dip your brush back in the product just to build up that colour. And once again, taking the blending brush over the very edge of that colour and blending it upwards and outwards. Now I'm going to take this very dark pink blushing shade by Inglot. Just going to take this with my eyeshadow brush and pack this one into my outer corner and taking it through my crease line, really packing that colour in and getting it as dense and dark as possible, but of course just not taking it as high as I took the transition colour. Now going along the edge of this colour with my blending brush. When you apply darker colours, they are a lot harder to blend out. They take a little bit more time, so you just need to be patient, but just continuously brush over that colour and you'll see it is blending out. And going in on the other side and applying that blushing shade with the eyeshadow brush. And then going ahead and blending that all out. Now I'm going to take the shade Urban from the Urban Decay Electric palette. Just taking my eyeshadow brush and packing this shade into my outer corner. This shade was not very pigmented at all, but what I found was that you just need to build it up. Keep pressing your brush into the product and it does build up, as you can see here. I just continuously keep packing it on and it definitely did show up. Took a little bit of work though. Now I'm just going in ever so lightly with that blending brush. This colour didn't really need to be blended, but just do it very, very lightly just to make sure it fuses into the rest of the colours. Beautiful. And now going ahead and packing that colour in on the other eye. Don't forget to dip your brush into the product about 1,000 times because it's not very pigmented, but we will get there in the end. And again, just super lightly blending that out. Now I'm taking the shade Chaos from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm just going to pack this shade into my outer corner and through my crease. I really want to deepen that purple, so this shade, blue going over a pinky reddy kind of tone, will definitely give that deep purple effect. So just packing that in because that original purple wasn't really as deep as I expected. Once again though, because this is a dark colour, be very careful and keep it very compact in that outer corner and in the crease there. And now just going ahead with my blending brush and very lightly taking it over that, or the edge of that blue colour I just applied, and blending it into all the other colours. And now going ahead and applying that blue in the same way on the other eye. We can really see how that blue's created that really deep purple tone there. Now I'm taking this angular fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it into the shade Treasure from the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. This is going to be my highlighting shade, so I'm just taking this over my eyebrow bone, just right under my eyebrow and just above the colours I applied to my eye. Of course, applying it the same way on my other eye. And then taking my blending brush and blending it in between the colours and the highlighting shade on my brow bone. Now we want to take a flat brush with an oval kind of tip shape, and I'm going to dip this into the Kryolan foundation in the shade White. I'm going to use this to carve out my crease. So taking this and carving out a line just above my crease line, which is the crease in between my eyelid and the top of my eye. So you want to take the very tip of the brush and drag it in a sideways motion just above your crease. We want to create a very smooth oval line. You just need to move very delicately and slowly with the brush, just taking your time to make sure you get that smooth line. And just filling in your eyelid as you go along with that line. And you also just need to make sure you don't have too much product clumped on the end of this brush. It needs to be very smooth in order to achieve that smooth line. We don't want any clumps or bumps. And making sure to just tap the product out very lightly towards the outer corner of your eyelid there, just so it's easier to blend into the colour. And now just taking the brush and doing the exact same on the other side, just taking that brush over my crease line, filling it in filling my eyelid in as I go along, and just making sure to create that beautiful smooth oval shape. Now I'm taking the Kryolan Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to take a flat brush that is also quite compact and a very oval shape on the end there as well. Just dipping this brush into the powder, I'm going to press it onto the wet foundation I've just applied to my eyelid, just to set it all so it doesn't crease at all. So just really make sure you're packing it on there, pack it into that outer corner as well, and just anywhere that the foundation was placed. Now just going in with a blending brush, and I'm just going to dust off any of the excess setting powder that's left on my eyelid there. And then just going back in with my eyeshadow brush and just lightly going above the line and then pressing the eyeshadow brush into the outer corners there just to also get rid of that excess setting powder. Now I'm taking this champagne coloured pigment by Inglot, and I'm just going to take this on the flat brush and press it into my eyelid. You do need to work with it a little bit, build it up a bit, but once it's built up it is so beautiful and creamy and shimmery, it's amazing. And also doing the same on my other eyelid there. Now I'm taking the purple pigment by Inglot, and I'm going to take this on the flat brush and press it into the outer corners, kind of in between the champagne colour I just applied and the very outer corner. And now pressing that dark hot pink shade from the blushing palette by Inglot into my outer corner as well. Same on the other eye. And then I'm going to go back to that beautiful blue shade from the Urban Decay Electric palette and press that into my outer corner. Now I'm taking the Kryolan Aquacolor face paint in the colour White, and also a very almond shaped and flat concealing kind of brush. I'm going to take the paint on the very tip of this brush and very carefully drag this brush along the foundation line or the cut crease line that I created earlier. This is just to define the line and really make the colour on the top of my eye there pop. Doing the same to the other eye and making sure to apply the most amount of product towards the inner corner and feather it right out there towards the end. We don't want any harsh lines towards the end of the line. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Creme Color in the shade Jet and also an angle brush. I'm going to do my eyeliner now. So just going to drag the eyeliner along the edge of the Scotch tape there about halfway along, turning the brush around and dragging the brush back down towards the middle of my eyelash line just to create a beautiful straight line. Now filling in my inner corner and dragging the brush back towards my eyelash line, joining both those eyeliner lines up to create a beautiful wing. And of course following the same steps on my other eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull off my Scotch tape, and you can see that beautiful clean line we're left with from the eyeshadow and the eyeliner there. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take a bullet brush and I'm going to dip this into that deep pink shade from my Inglot blushing palette, and I'm just going to drag this underneath my eyelash line there, just dusting it around, blending it out a little bit and building up that colour. And of course doing the same under my other eyelash line. Now applying that shade Chaos under my eyelash line and just dusting it, keeping it very close to the eyelash line and just not taking it down as low as I took the pink shade. Now I'm just going in with a plain twist top black eye pencil by MAC. Just going to line my waterline with this, so I just pull my face down a little bit to expose my waterline and drag this twist top pencil along my waterline just to fill it in with black. And the same on the other eye as well. Now taking a black eyeshadow by Inglot, I'm just going to take my bullet brush and tap this eyeshadow over the top of the wet eyeliner that I just applied to my waterline. This just sets it and makes sure it stays there for longer. and also dusting that black eyeshadow just underneath my eyelash line as well, just to create that gradient ombre beautiful blended effect. And the same on the other eye as well. And now going in with the Extra Super Lash Mascara by Rimmel London. I'm just going to coat my eyelashes top and bottom with this mascara. Now I'm taking the Kryolan concealer wheel and I'm taking the shade RN2, which is the orangey shade, and a dense concealing brush, and I'm just going to coat any red areas or discolored areas on my face with this concealer. So I always do around my nose, just zooming out there a little bit. So I always do around my nose and on my nose, onto my cheeks a little bit, and then I always do over my chin. I don't know why, there's always, I don't know, little red dots or whatever. If you have any other spots that need concealing, like little pimples or freckles you don't like or anything, then just take the concealer over that as well. And now just going in with my buffing brush, I'm just going to take that over all the concealer I just applied and just buff it in circular motions just around my skin, just so there's no like thick areas or brush strokes or anything, just to really blend it out. Now I'm going in with my Matte and Poreless foundation by Maybelline, and it is in the shade Natural Beige, and I'm going to go in with this flat, quite large foundation brush, just taking this foundation brush and the foundation over my skin and applying it all over my cheek, nose, drop the brush, down onto my jawline a little bit, over my chin, it'll go over my forehead, just basically over one side of my face to begin with. And now going in with my squishy wet beauty blender, and I'm going to dab the beauty blender all over the foundation I just applied to really blend it out and give it that beautiful airbrushed finish. And doing the same on the other side, applying all the foundation to my face with the foundation brush, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender and blend it all out. Now I'm going to take these Amelia lashes by AOA Studio, and I'm going to apply these over the top of my natural lashes. These lashes are so gorgeous. And now going in with my Mironess concealer stick in the shade Barely Beige, I'm just going to paint this stick all in a triangular motion, all in my under eye area there. I'm going to take it down the center of my nose, center of my forehead, sides of my mouth and chin. Now going in with my wet beauty blender and just dabbing all that product out, just blending it into my foundation, just to create a very highlighted and sculpted look to my face, but we don't want to see any harsh lines, so we need to blend it all out. Now I'm taking a very large fluffy brush and I'm going to dip this brush back into that translucent setting powder by Kryolan and just press this powder all into my skin, my under eye area, my whole face really. Just everywhere that I applied foundation and concealer, we need to apply this powder to set it so we don't get any creasing or an oily appearance to our skin. And then going ahead and dusting off all that excess powder that's left over. Now I'm going in with my smaller sable hair fluffy brush and I'm dipping this into the shade Sombre from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. Just taking this shade into the hollows of my cheeks there just to contour and make my cheekbones appear like they exist.
So I just take this shade ever so lightly over my jawline, also applying it to the hollows of my cheek on the other side of my face there. And when I'm done, I'll take it over my jawline there and also around the edges of my forehead, just to create that really bronzed and contoured appearance. When I'm done there, I just take a clean blending brush and apply this shade very lightly to the edges of my nose, just to make it look a little bit smaller and contoured and pretty. Now I'm taking the shade Shadow Play from the same palette, which is a bit of a deeper contour, and just apply this over the contour that I originally applied in the hollows of my cheeks there. This is just to deepen the whole colour and just make it look even more kind of gradient and contoured. And now going in with my favourite highlighter, Amaretto by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and also this large fluffy brush. I'm going to dip this brush into the highlighter and apply it to my cheekbones. I know it is hard to tell on camera, guys, but in real life this highlighter is blinding. It is stunning. Also, I always take the highlighter over the tip of my nose, over my cupid's bow, and over the temples of my forehead. Now I'm just going ahead with that lighter blushing shade from my Inglot palette. I'm just taking this with my large fluffy brush over my apples of my cheeks. Be very careful with this colour, I applied a little bit too much. You definitely need to go light on this because it's very pigmented. Now just going in with my bullet brush and the Inglot highlighting shade 395, I'm just applying this shade to my inner corners just to give my eyes that extra bit of pop and glow. Now I'm taking the Savvy long wearing lip liner in the shade Bare, my NYX Lingerie in a nude shade, and also my Velour Lips matte lip cream by Australis in the shade Byron Bay. So I'm going to line my lips first of all with the lip liner. This is my favourite lip liner of all time. Beautiful formula, beautiful colour. So once my lips are all lined, we're going to go in with the NYX Lingerie lip cream and apply that to the center of my lips, and then press them all together to blend it into the lip liner. And now going in with my Velour Lips in the shade Byron Bay and applying that just to the very center of my lips, and then pressing them together to blend that in as well. This is all just to create a beautiful ombre lip effect. And here we have the completed look.
Thank you for joining me in today's video, guys, and once again, if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget, I will have many more videos coming, both how-to videos for beginners and more dramatic kind of makeup tutorials like this one I've done today. So please click the bell icon down there next to the subscribe button, and that way you will get notifications and updates from me every single time I upload a new video. As always, whoa! As always, there will be a full list of products I used in the video today in the description box below, as well as links to all my social media accounts and a link to my last makeup tutorial I did for you guys. So if you want to check that one out, then just grab onto the link in the description box below and yeah, go have a watch. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again for watching the tutorial today. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day and week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!